Lead acid batteries pack a lot of power, and it is always important that we treat these things with the greatest respect. And whilst it might seem a little bit over the top, we would always recommend wearing gloves and also safety glasses whenever you're working with batteries. Lead acid batteries contain sulfuric acid and also produce hydrogen gas, even when the vehicle they're fitted to is not in operation. So it is vital to ensure that you always keep them in a well-ventilated environment and ensure that no sparks, flames, or lit cigarettes go anywhere near them. Most lead acid batteries have integrated flame arresters to ensure that any external flames don't pass through into the battery. But you can't just simply rely on this safety feature. Caution still needs to be taken. It's also a great idea to confirm that you're not wearing any jewelry on your hands, arms, or even around your neck, as these pose a huge safety risk when it comes to generating an accidental short circuit. If you'd like a practical example of this danger, imagine you're using a spanner to undo a terminal on either post here of the battery, and you accidentally short circuit that spanner between the two battery posts. This massive flow of current would flow through the spanner, through potentially a ring on your finger, and superheat both of those items to hundreds of degrees in just a fraction of a second. So don't take the risk, remove all jewelry, and put on a set of gloves. If you need to recharge a lead acid battery, it is vital to use a correctly sized battery charger. And you can work this out by calculating 10% of the battery's ampere-hour rating. For a 60 ampere-hour battery, a 6 amp charger would be perfect. Using a charger which has an amp setting which is too high for the battery you're charging can overheat the battery during the charging process and permanently damage it as a result. This can boil the electrolyte and accelerate the release of hydrogen gas, reinforcing the importance of always recharging a battery in a well-ventilated environment. Back in the old days, most lead acid batteries were maintainable, which means they had 6 vent caps across the top, which you could take off and refill the electrolyte if you needed to. But most batteries today are sealed maintenance free, and even though it looks like there's a cap here that you could pop off to gain access to the cells, I assure you this thing is sealed for life. Attempting to pry the lid off a sealed maintenance free battery is going to permanently damage that battery for life, and it should definitely not be attempted under any circumstances. Now, even though these batteries are sealed maintenance free, they're sealed for life, if you handle them roughly, there is still a chance that the sulfuric acid inside can escape. This could happen, for example, if you accidentally drop the battery on concrete, or if you tipped it sideways or upside down for an extended period of time. This sulfuric acid, or battery acid, electrolyte as we call it, is serious stuff. It can burn your skin, it can destroy clothes, it can even melt the rubber on the soles of your shoes. So extreme caution must be taken at all times when handling batteries. If electrolyte somehow splashes into your eye, force the eye open and flood it with clean, cool water for at least 15 minutes and seek prompt medical attention. On the other hand, if electrolyte is taken internally, drink large quantities of water or milk and do not induce vomiting. And again, seek prompt medical attention. And if you do spill any acid on the bench or floor of your workshop, you can neutralize it using baking soda before rinsing the area clean with water. Sometimes safety tips like these can seem a little bit heavy-handed, especially when you're asked to put on a pair of gloves or safety glasses just to handle a lead acid battery. But accidents are exactly that. They're accidents. They're things that you didn't foresee happening, and they're going to absolutely take you by surprise if and when they happen. So by taking a few simple precautions, not only are you keeping yourself safe, but the safety of others around you is also going to be increased. For more information, visit the website at centurybatteries.com.au.